In the realm of heavenly beings, the Archangel Michael stands as a mighty warrior and faithful servant of God. According to the Bible, Michael holds a prominent position in the celestial hierarchy, known as the chief or prince of the angels. His name itself holds significant meaning, as Michael translates to, "Who is like God?" This question serves as a reminder of his unwavering loyalty and devotion to the Almighty. Describing the physical appearance of celestial beings can be challenging, as they exist in a realm beyond human comprehension. However, based on biblical references, we can gain insight into the character and attributes of the Archangel Michael. In the book of Daniel, he is portrayed as one of the chief princes, and your prince, Daniel chapter 10 verse 13-21. This suggests his exalted status and regal bearing. Michael is often depicted as a celestial warrior, clothed in armor and wielding a sword. In the book of Revelation, he engages in battle against the forces of evil, leading the heavenly host in the fight against Satan and his minions. Revelation chapter 12 verses 7-9 describes the epic confrontation, stating, "And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. But he was not strong enough, and they lost their place in heaven. The great dragon was hurled down, that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray." This passage paints a vivid picture of Michael's unwavering courage and unwavering resolve. With his angelic army, he valiantly confronts the malevolent forces of darkness, overpowering them and casting them out of heaven. His righteousness and strength emanate from his profound connection to God, enabling him to defend the divine realm against all threats. Throughout biblical accounts, Michael is consistently depicted as a protector and defender. Michael, when he disputed with the devil about the body of Moses, Jude chapter 1 verse 9. Even in this lesser-known incident, Michael courageously confronts Satan, contending for what is just and righteous. Michael's role extends beyond celestial battles. He is also regarded as a guardian and advocate for God's people. In the book of Daniel, he is referred to as the great prince who protects your people, Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. This highlights his commitment to safeguarding those who faithfully serve God. In the face of spiritual warfare, Michael stands as an embodiment of divine strength, righteousness, and protection. His unwavering loyalty to God and his tireless efforts to thwart the plans of the devil and his cohorts make him a formidable adversary. Whether engaged in epic battles or defending the righteous, the Archangel Michael epitomizes the power and glory of God, showcasing the triumph of good over evil. Here are some additional instances where the Archangel Michael plays a significant role in battling against evil forces. The war in heaven. As mentioned earlier, the book of Revelation describes Michael leading the angelic army in a great battle against Satan and his angels. This cosmic conflict represents the ultimate showdown between good and evil, with Michael emerging victorious and casting the rebellious angels out of heaven. Protection of Israel. In the Old Testament, Michael is portrayed as the defender of the people of Israel. In the book of Daniel, he is described as the great prince who stands watch over your people, Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. This signifies his role in safeguarding and guiding God's chosen nation. Confrontation with Satan. Michael is known for his direct confrontations with Satan. In the New Testament, during Jesus' temptations in the wilderness, the devil seeks to tempt and deceive him. In the Gospel of Matthew, it is mentioned that Jesus responds to the devil's temptations by quoting scripture, saying, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God, and serve him only." Matthew chapter 4 verse 10. This implies that Michael's authority and power are invoked to rebuke and resist the devil's advances. Protection of God's people. The book of Revelation portrays Michael as the protector of God's people during the end times. In Revelation chapter 12 verses 7-12, he engages in another conflict with the dragon, Satan, and his forces, ensuring the safety and deliverance of those who belong to God. Resurrection and judgment. According to the book of Jude, Michael is associated with the resurrection and judgment of the dead. In Jude chapter 1 verse 9, it is mentioned that Michael disputed with the devil over the body of Moses, indicating his involvement in matters related to the afterlife and final judgment. The character of the Archangel Michael, as depicted in the Bible, showcases his unwavering commitment to righteousness, his role as a protector of God's people, and his instrumental role in the cosmic battle against evil. Through his bravery, strength, and divine authority, he exemplifies the triumph of God's power and the ultimate victory over darkness. The burial of Moses. In the book of Jude, Michael is mentioned as disputing with the devil about the body of Moses. Although the details of this event are not provided in the Bible, it is believed to indicate Michael's involvement in preserving the dignity and sanctity of Moses even after his death. Intercessor and protector. In the book of Zechariah, Michael is referred to as the one who pleads and intercedes on behalf of the people of God. Zechariah chapter 3 verses 1-2 states, "Then he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan standing at his right side to accuse him. The Lord said to Satan, 'The Lord rebuke you, Satan. The Lord, who has chosen Jerusalem, rebuke you. Is not this man a burning stick snatched from the fire?'" Here, Michael serves as an advocate and defender, rebuking Satan and defending the righteousness of the high priest. Heavenly authority. In the letter of Jude, Michael is described as an archangel, indicating his high rank among the celestial beings. Jude chapter 1 verse 9 says, "But even the archangel Michael, when he was disputing with the devil about the body of Moses, did not himself dare to condemn him for slander but said, 'The Lord rebuke you.'" This verse showcases Michael's humility and recognition of God's ultimate authority. Protector of children. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus speaks about the importance of caring for and protecting children. He mentions that their angels always see the face of his Father in heaven, Matthew chapter 18 verse 10. While not explicitly mentioning Michael, this verse suggests the involvement of angelic beings in watching over and safeguarding children, possibly including Michael in his role as a guardian angel. These additional instances further highlight the diverse roles and attributes associated with the Archangel Michael. From defending the righteous to engaging in spiritual battles and interceding on behalf of God's people, Michael exemplifies loyalty, courage, and the execution of divine justice. His presence and actions serve as a reminder of the powerful and protective nature of heavenly beings in the biblical narrative. The Bible does not provide an exact number or comprehensive list of God's angels. However, it does mention various categories or groups of angels, each serving specific purposes in the divine realm. Here are some references to different groups of angels mentioned in the Bible. Archangels. The Bible mentions two specific archangels by name. A. Michael. As discussed earlier, Michael is referred to as the archangel in Jude chapter 1 verse 9 and is recognized for his role as a mighty warrior and protector. Gabriel. Gabriel is another prominent archangel who appears in the Bible. He is known for delivering important messages from God, such as the Annunciation to Mary about the birth of Jesus, Luke chapter 1 verses 26-38. Seraphim. Seraphim are a specific group of angels mentioned in Isaiah's vision in Isaiah chapter 6 verses 1-3. They are described as having 6 wings and are in the presence of God, constantly praising him. Cherubim. Cherubim are angelic beings associated with guarding and protecting sacred spaces or objects. They are mentioned in various parts of the Bible, including Genesis chapter 3 verse 24, where they are stationed to guard the entrance to the Garden of Eden. Living creatures are 4 living beings. Descriptions of these beings can be found in Revelation chapter 4 verses 6-8 and Ezekiel chapter 1 verses 4-14. They are depicted as having different faces, lion, ox, man, and eagle, and play a role in worshiping and praising God. The heavenly host. This term refers to the vast multitude of angels that surround God's throne and carry out his commands. In Luke chapter 2 verse 13, a multitude of the heavenly host appeared to the shepherds to announce the birth of Jesus, praising God. It's important to note that while these groups of angels are mentioned in the Bible, they do not represent an exhaustive list of all the angels in God's heavenly realm. The actual number and specifics of God's angelic host remain a mystery. Thanks for watching. You're blessed and lifted. Please subscribe.